Good morning and welcome to our yoga flow class. My name is Laura. It's so nice to have you here today. I invite you at this time to come to that comfortable, easy seat. That may mean that your sit bones engage with the earth below and your legs are crossed. Your legs may be extended long in front of you with a bolster or blanket underneath of the knees, toes facing up towards the ceiling. Shoulders stack over our hips, our core zips in and up. Our collarbones are spread and shoulder blades are in and down the back. A little lift in that neck and head from the invisible thread pulling us from the crown of the head. And as we settle into this easy seat, our eyes gently close, palms rest face down on the tops of the thighs or the knees if we need more grounding in our practice this morning. Palms face up if we're open to receiving the energy this practice offers. Option for one hand over our heart and one to our abdomen with gratitude and appreciation for this time on our mat and this practice. As you settle into stillness, release all thoughts. Focus only on your breath. Inhale, peace, calm, tranquility, and serenity. Exhale, anxiety, tightness, tension, and that which does not serve you. With your next inhale, envision the breath moving all the way to the crown of the head. Feel the space in the center of that third eye, that area of wisdom and insight. Allow the breath to travel into the eye sockets. Relax and release tension and tightness. Envision that breath as it continues to move into your jaw, and the tongue begins to hang loose in the mouth. Notice your breath as it continues to travel into the chin and the neck. Slowly but surely, the collarbones spread, the shoulder blades move in and down the back. Releasing and relaxing tension or tightness in the upper back body. Subconsciously or consciously, we often hold our shoulders up towards the ears. As the week progresses, the stress increases. So really take this time to mindfully and intentionally release the shoulders and the shoulder blades. Breathe into your biceps and triceps. Breathe into the space around the elbows. Breathe into the forearms. With every space the breath touches, the body grows more still, more heavy, more at ease, and more at rest. Envision your breath as it continues to move into the wrists, hands, and the fingers, reaching each and every fingertip. On your next inhale, envision that breath moving into the torso, front body, and back body. Breathe into your upper back, the middle back, your lower back. Relax and release tension and tightness that you're holding on to that does not serve you. And on your next inhale, envision the breath moving into the abdomen. Have gratitude and appreciation for the rise and fall of the abdomen with every inhale and exhale. Appreciating that life-giving breath and the heartbeat flowing through your body. Continue to allow that breath to travel into your hips and pelvis, your thighs and hamstrings, the space around your knees, shins and calves, ankles, feet, and toes. Taking this time to set an intention for your practice, for something you wish to generate more of, for something you wish to let go of that does not serve you, for someone who would benefit from this practice but is unable to be here with you. Whatever it may be, repeat it to yourself silently. As you set that intention, today we focus on the theme of growth. How will your yoga practice assist you with creating growth and cultivating growth, mentally, physically, spiritually? As we consider that, know that everything is an invitation. At any time, I cue you to a posture. If it triggers any sort of discomfort or pain in your body, mind, or spirit, know that you can and should modify according to what feels nourishing to you. In our yoga practice, we only move to that place of sensation, never to a place of pain. And anything we do on one side, we always balance by doing on the other. At this time, I invite you to release your right ear over to the right shoulder, open up space through the left side of your neck. Breathe into the left side of your neck. And as you exhale, draw the chin towards chest, move through center. Inhale, left ear over to the left shoulder. Breathing into this posture as we exhale, draw that chin towards chest, move through center, right ear over to the right shoulder. Continue to move through this 3 more times, link breath with movement. Each time find greater depth and openness and a little greater release of tension, tightness, anxiety. What is it that you're holding on to? What would you be better served by letting go of? As you complete that last rotation, come back into stillness and stack your head back over your neck. Collarbones spread, shoulder blades in and down the back, palms face down on the tops of the thighs or the knees. On your inhale, draw the shoulders from the front of the body. On your exhale, release shoulders in and down the back, drawing shoulder blades together, expanding through the collarbones. Inhale, draw the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, release in and down the back. Taking these movements with fluidity, as large or as small and as fast or as slow feels right to you today. Link breath with movement. Each time, find greater depth and openness in your body. And when you've completed that rotation 3 times through, then as the time is right for you, return to stillness. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Appreciating the stillness that you're creating mentally, physically, spiritually, and this time and place on your mat. As you now inhale, draw the shoulders from the opposite direction. So if previously you drew them from the front, now we draw them from the back, drawing shoulder blades together. Exhale, release shoulders in and down the front. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades together, expand through the collarbones. Exhale, release in and down the front. Continue to link breath with movement. Each time through, find greater depth, openness, and that release that honors your body and nourishes you in the way that you need to be nourished today. Taking this through 3 times, circles as large or as small and as fast or as slow. When you completed that rotation, then and only then come back into stillness. Stack the shoulders back over the hips. Keep that core zipped in and up. A deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. As we shift our torso from right through a center over to the left, creating nice circular movements. Breathe into your upper back, middle back, lower back, hips, hamstrings. Where do you feel tightness or tension? Where are you gripping or resistant? What are you holding on to that you'd be better served by letting go of? And after one more time in this direction at the top of that next circle, pause, come to stillness, and then reverse and go in the opposite direction. For me, that's left to right. If for you, that's right to left. Know that you're wonderfully perfect, exactly where you're meant to be. In this practice today, really focusing the breath into those areas of tension, resistance in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. And at the top of that next circle, come back into stillness. Stack the shoulders back over your hips. Keep your core zipped in and up. On the exhale, round through the back body. Draw the shoulder blades apart. Shift your drishti or gaze towards the belly button. Take seated cat-cow. On the inhale, lift and lead your heart space. Release shoulder blades in and down the back. Exhale, release. Round through the back body. Draw shoulder blades apart. Inhale, lift and lead your heart space. Take this into a heart-opening posture. Notice how this feels in your body. Moving through this 3 more times. Finding that depth, that openness, and that release that nourishes you in the way that you're meant to be nourished in this practice today. And when you've completed those rotations 3 times through, then and only then will we return to stillness. As we do, stack our shoulders over the hips, keep the core zipped in and up. Notice how you feel as we exhale. Take and walk the right hand out on fingertips, flat palm, or a forearm. Coming to the deepest expression of this posture, inhale, left arm up and over. You find what feels nourishing to you, but opening up through the side body. Option here to take your drishti or gaze towards the ceiling. Breathing here, keeping the sit bones engaged with the earth or the block below. Noticing how this feels with every inhale and exhale. Think a little bit more deeply. Create a little more space. On the inhale, rise back through center. On the exhale, take the left hand down to fingertips, flat palm, or forearm, right arm up and over. Breathing into this posture, creating space, openness, and again, a release of any tension, tightness, anxiety. What is it you've been holding on to? What would you be better served by letting go of? What is holding you back from being all that you're meant to be? As we inhale, rise back through center. As we exhale, take the right arm up towards the ceiling. Bend the arm and plant it in the center of your back. As if you're patting yourself on the back to say good job for coming to your mat today. Inhale, take that left arm up to reach for the right elbow and draw yourself over to the left. Shift your drishti or gaze out underneath of the right armpit. Breathe here into this posture. Create space, create openness, create a release. What are you holding on to? As you inhale, rise back up. On the exhale, release the left arm down along the side. Bend the arm and draw the fingertips of the left to reach for the fingertips of the right. Option to hold the strap in the right hand and lower on the left for deeper accessibility into this posture of cow face arms. Option to inhale and lift and lead your heart space. Draw shoulder blades in and down the back as you expand through the collarbones. Find what feels nourishing and life-giving to you and honor that. Breathing into this posture. As we inhale, draw yourself back through center. As you exhale, release the arms and take and draw the right arm across the body. Fingertips out towards the left. Nose may face the left, or for a deeper expression of this posture, take and draw your drishti, your gaze over the right shoulder in the opposite direction from your fingertips. Notice how this feels in the upper back, in the shoulder, in the bicep and tricep. And after one more round of breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, release that right arm back down, shrug out your shoulder. And on your inhale, draw the left arm up towards the ceiling, bend the arm and plant it in the center of your back. Take and draw the right arm up to reach for the left elbow and draw yourself over to the right. Drishti your gaze underneath of that left armpit towards the ceiling. Breathing here, creating space, openness, and again, a release. We hold so much tension, negativity, negative emotions, anxiety in our side bodies. The more we can open up in these types of postures, the more we can release. Also, as the temperature becomes warmer outside, we hold a lot of excess heat in the body. So in our twists and in our side postures, where we open up the body, relax and release that excess heat just to keep yourself a little bit cooler. As you inhale, draw yourself back through center. Exhale, release the right arm down the side. Bend the arm and draw the fingertips of the right towards the fingertips of the left. Taking your cow face arms here, option to hold the strap in the left hand and lower on the right for deeper access into this posture. Option to remain here, or inhale, lift and lead your heart space. Shoulder blades move in and down the back. Collarbones are spread, shoulder blades expand with every inhale and exhale. Option to open up into this heart opener. Taking your drishti, your gaze towards the ceiling. Being open and receptive to the energy all around you. The energy of this practice, nurturing you, allowing you to be all that you're meant to be. And after one more round of breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, release back through center. If you took the arch, release the arms and draw the left arm across the body. Reach for your forearm or your bicep, never your joint. Nose in the same direction or opposite direction for a deeper expression of this posture once again. You find what feels nourishing in your body and honor that. Breathing space into that upper back, the bicep, the tricep. Where do you feel tight or tense? On the exhale, release this left arm back down along the side. On the inhale, draw the palms all the way up mindfully and intentionally. Palms come to touch, drishti, your gaze follows. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms towards the ceiling and draw yourself over to the left. Breathing into this posture, rise back through center and exhale, release over to the opposite side. For me, that's my right. As we inhale, draw ourselves back through center. Keep fingers interlaced. Exhale, release. Draw shoulder blades apart. Keep shoulders stacked over those hips. Shift your drishti, your gaze towards the belly button. Round and expand through the back body. On the inhale, lift and lead the heart space. On the exhale, release. Rounding through the back body, drawing shoulder blades apart once again. And as we inhale, this time palms come towards the ceiling. Exhale, release the arms mindfully and intentionally. Draw the palms together at the lower back and interlace the fingers. Shoulder blades in and down the back, collarbones expand, drishti your gaze towards the ceiling. Option here to utilize the strap, holding the strap in the left hand and then again on the right to give yourself deeper access into this posture. Find what feels nourishing and life-giving in your body and honor that. One more round of breath here. Inhale through the nose and exhale through your mouth. As you fold forward, draw your forehead towards the earth, to whatever place of sensation feels right to you. That may mean your head comes all the way down to the earth or a block. Arms may come up. Option here to take a mudra, drawing pointer fingers to come to touch. Again, find the place that feels like a sensation to you, not a place of pain. In yoga, we never want to move to a place of pain. We only move to that place of sensation. Nourishing our bodies, minds, and spirits through every posture in this practice. Opening up through the upper back, biceps, triceps. Notice where you feel that release, and on the inhale, rise back up. As we exhale, shrug out the shoulders. Take the movement that feels life-giving as we rotate over the knees and come onto hands and knees in our tabletop position. As we take tabletop position, check in with your alignment. Are your knees planted at hips width distance? If you're not sure, take your 2 fists, place them between the knees. Edges of the fists touch the edges of the knees. From here, as you look back, your knees, your shins and calves should disappear. You stack your hands so that the shoulders stack over the elbows. The eyes of the elbows are looking at each other and slightly bent. The elbows stack over your wrists, hands are planted, fingers are spread. You may choose to be on fists or come to forearms. You may also fold your mat under the wrists or the knees for additional cushioning under the wrists or knees. As you exhale, release your belly towards the earth and inhale, lift your gaze. Taking the spine lengthening posture of cat-cow. On the exhale, round through the back body. Draw your belly button towards the spine. Draw the shoulder blades apart. Engage your core. Notice how this feels. On the exhale, release the belly towards the earth and inhale, lift your gaze. Continue breathing into this posture, creating space and openness that allows for a release of any tension, tightness, anxiety. What is it that you're holding on to? What are you gripping? What would you be better served by releasing? Notice how you feel in this posture, taking this through 3 times. Link breath with movement. Each time find greater depth, openness. And when you've completed this rotation 3 times through, then and only then return to stillness. As you do, find a nice long line from the crown of the head through to your tailbone. Finding the strength of this posture, we prepare to thread the needle, a posture which strengthens our lower back. On the inhale, take the right arm up towards the ceiling. Your dressage gaze follows. On the exhale, sweep that arm through and under your left and hover. Engage through your core. Inhale, open all the way back up to the right a little bit more deeply. As we exhale, sweep the arm through, engage through your core and hover. Last time, inhale, open all the way back up to the right. And as we exhale, sweep the arm through, release shoulder, elbow, hand, and wrist to the earth. Option here to walk that left hand out to the top of your mat on fingertips or a flat palm. Option to take the left leg out behind you on the ball mound of the foot. Option to inhale, lift that leg off the earth. Option to bend that knee and draw the heel in towards the sit bone. Use your hand or the strap to reach for the foot. Again, these are options for modification, nothing you have to take. You find what feels nourishing to you and honor that. After one more round of breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. On the exhale, plant the left hand firmly on the mat next to the face. Draw the left knee back to meet the right. Rise back up, opening all the way to the right. And as we exhale, take the right hand back down. Draw the toes together, knees together or apart as you push back into child's pose, balasana. Release your sit bones towards the heels. Extend the arms long on the mat. Forehead comes down to the block or the earth. I like my knees apart. It gives me a deeper stretch in my lower back. 3 rounds of cleansing breath in this posture of rest. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And one more time, inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Knowing you can stay in this posture as long as you like and come to this posture at any time in practice, even if I did not cue it. At this time, I invite you to rejoin me rising back through tabletop position, checking back in with your alignment, and as you do, preparing to thread the needle on this opposite side. For me, it's my left. On the inhale, take the left arm up towards the ceiling. Your gaze follows. On the exhale, sweep the arm through, engage through your core and hover. Inhale, open all the way back up to the left a little bit more deeply. As we exhale, sweep the arm through, engage through your core and hover. Last time, inhale, open all the way back up to the left. And this time, as we exhale, sweep the arm through and release shoulder, elbow, hand, and wrist to the earth. Walk the right hand out to the top of the mat on fingertips or a flat palm. Option to take that right leg out behind you on the ball mound of the foot. Option to inhale, lift that leg off the earth. Option to bend the knee and draw the heel in towards the sit bone. So again, options for modification. Acknowledge where you are in your practice today, knowing that wherever you are is exactly where you're meant to be, and it is wonderfully perfect. Breathing into this posture, creating that space, that openness, that release. And as we exhale, take the right hand planted firmly on the mat, draw the right knee back to meet the left. Inhale, rise back up, opening up all the way to the left, and exhale, take the left hand back down. Toes together, knees together or apart, release through balasana, child's pose for 3 rounds of cleansing breath. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And last time, inhale through your nose, And exhale through your mouth. Knowing you may stay here or at this time, inhale, rise back up. Rejoining me in tabletop position. And as you do, on the inhale, take the left arm out towards the opposite wall. Take the right leg out behind you on the ball mound of that foot. On the inhale, lift it off the earth. Create a nice straight long line from fingers through heel. Check that you are not dumping all of your weight into the left hip. You want to keep that long, strong line from the crown of the head through the tailbone. Feel the strength of the core in this posture. Keep the pelvis tilted towards the earth. You don't want it tilting up towards the ceiling or towards the wall. As we inhale, elbow in towards knee, round and expand through your back body. On the exhale, extend long with fluidity and grace. Inhale, elbow in towards knee. Exhale, extend long. You've got this. 2 more times. Inhale, elbow in towards knee. Exhale, extend long. Last time, inhale, elbow in towards knee. On the exhale, extend long. Plant that left hand firmly on the mat. Take the right leg over to the left. Plant it on the ball mound and shift forward and backwards, side to side, or small circular movements. Stretching through the hamstring, your calf muscle. Feeling this in the hip, in the IT band. Where do you feel tension, tightness, anxiety? And on the inhale, draw that right knee back to meet the left. Set yourself up in terms of your alignment once again to inhale and take the right arm off the earth and out towards the opposite wall. Take the left leg out behind you on the ball mound, and then inhale, lift it off the earth. Create a nice long line from fingertips through heel. Toes of the left face down towards the earth, hip points face the earth. Keep that core strong and long, not dumping all your weight into the right hip. Keep that flat back for an imaginary tray of teacups. On your inhale, elbow in towards knee, round and expand through your back body. On the exhale, extend long with fluidity and grace. Inhale, elbow in towards knee. Exhale, extend long. You've got this. 2 more times. Inhale, elbow in towards knee. As we exhale, extend long. Last time, inhale, elbow in towards knee. And on the exhale, extend long. Release your right hand back down to the earth. Draw that left foot over. Plant it on the ball mound and shift forward and backwards. Side to side. Small circular movements. Again, find what feels nourishing to you. Breathing into this posture. And nourishing your body, mind, and spirit in the way that it requires today in this practice. As you inhale, draw that right knee back to meet the left. Toes together, knees together or apart. Release through Balasana, child's pose for 3 rounds of cleansing breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And last time, inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Knowing you may stay here or at this time, inhale, rise back up. And as we do, reset your alignment. Take and plant your hands at the top of the mat. As you do, inhale, lift the knees off the earth and move into your high plank posture. As we move into high plank, feel the strength in the core and then shift our weight by releasing our right knee, sweep it off to the side and take our modified plank on the side. Left hand and left leg extend long. Breathing into this posture. As we exhale, sweep the left arm underneath the right. Inhale, draw it back towards the ceiling. Exhale, sweep it through and under. Inhale, draw it back up. 2 more times. Exhale, sweep it through and under. Inhale, draw it back up. Last time, exhale, sweep it through and under. On your inhale, draw it back up towards the ceiling. As we exhale, release the left hand back down to the earth. Draw the right foot back to meet the left. Moving through high plank, release and tap right knee, left knee. Right knee, left knee. Last time, right knee and left knee. And sweep that left foot off to the side, transitioning into the left-sided plank. Right hand and right leg extend long. Breathing into this posture. On the exhale, sweep the right arm underneath the left. Inhale, draw it back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, sweep it through and under. Inhale, draw it back up. Last time, inhale, sweep it through and under. As you inhale, draw it back up. Notice the fluidity of the movement that you take here in this posture and how it feels within your body. As you exhale, take that right hand back down. Draw the left foot back to meet the right and push yourself back up into that downward dog. This is your first downward dog of practice and perhaps of your day. So pedal out your feet. Draw one knee in towards chest and then the other. Shake out some yeses and some nos with the head. Option to come up onto the ball mounds of the feet and then exhale, release down in circular movements. Find what feels nourishing and life-giving in your body, knowing that downward dog is a posture of rest and one that you may come to or stay in at any time in practice, even if I did not cue it. At this time, on the next inhale, come into stillness, noticing how you feel. Take the right leg up towards the ceiling and bend that knee. As we do, draw it through, plant it firmly on the mat. Release your left knee down. Check in with your alignment. Is your right knee stacked over your right ankle? On your inhale, rise up. Are your hip points facing the front of the mat? Are your collarbones spread? Are your shoulder blades in and down the back? Feeling the strength and the stability of this posture. On the exhale, straighten your right leg. Plant your hands on the blocks or the earth and draw your forehead towards the shin. Move through runner's lunge. Breathe into your hamstrings, calf muscle, hips, lower back, IT band. Where do you feel that tension, that tightness, that resistance? Breathe space. On your inhale, rise back up. Stack that right knee over the right ankle. As you exhale, take the hands, draw them behind the body, interlace the fingers, and open the heart space towards the ceiling. Moving through this posture, being receptive to the energy this practice offers you. As we exhale, release, straighten that right leg. Plant your hands on the blocks of the earth and draw your forehead towards the shin. Once again, runner's lunge. Breathing into this posture, creating that space and openness that nourishes you. On your inhale, rise back up, stack the right knee over that right ankle. As you exhale, sweep the left hand down to the mat, on the block or on the earth. Right arm is up towards the ceiling. Inhale, take the left knee off the earth and make this a standing posture. Recognize shifts in your body as you exhale. Sweep the right hand down, frame out the right foot, straighten your right leg, and draw your forehead towards the shin. Take pyramid posture. Breathe into this posture. Create space and openness that nourishes you mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. As you exhale, pivot the hands to the long side of the mat as you pivot your toes. Plant your hands directly underneath of your nose. On the inhale, take the right arm up towards the ceiling. Drishti or gaze follows. On the exhale, bring that right hand down. On the inhale, take the left hand up towards the ceiling. As we exhale, release it back down. Create this windmill effect 3 more times on either side. Link breath with movement. Each time find greater depth, openness, and a release in your body, mind, and spirit. Notice how you feel this morning in this practice. And when you've completed that rotation in a way that felt nourishing in your body, then and only then return to stillness. Walk the hands towards the sit bones. A micro bend in the knees as you release the head towards the earth. Shift from side to side, opening up through the hips, the inner thighs, the lower back. Notice how this posture feels within your body. Relax and release. Anything that you're gripping or holding on to, anything that does not serve you, let it go. And very gently and slowly on the next inhale, walk those hands back up, plant them underneath the nose. Walk the hands to frame out that right foot. As you inhale, rise up into your warrior one, finding that strength and stability. Hip points face the front of the mat. You are strong. You are capable. You are confident. You are enough. As we exhale, fold forward, taking lion's breath. On the inhale, rise back up. On the exhale, lion's breath. On the inhale, rise back up. 2 more times. Exhale, lion's breath. On the inhale, rise back up. As we exhale, lion's breath. On the inhale, pivot into that warrior two. Your right heel cuts through the arch of the left foot. Nice 45-degree angle with the hips off the mat. A long line from fingertip through fingertip. As we exhale, take our exalted or reverse warrior. Left arm down that left leg, right arm up and over. Breathing into the right side body. Notice how you feel. As we inhale, draw ourselves back through center. Take both hands to the center of the room as if holding an imaginary beach ball. Feel that core strength and stability. On the inhale, rise back up. Left hand down the left leg for an exalted or reverse warrior. Right arm up and over. Breathing into this posture, move back through center. Right hand comes to the right thigh for an extended side angle. Left arm reaches out and over. Really opening up through the left side body. As we exhale, sweep the left hand down and take nice circular movements. Breathing into your shoulder, bicep, tricep, upper back. Recognizing where you feel this tension or tightness. And being reminded of the continuity of life. Everything is interconnected in this circular movement. And after one more time through, remain in stillness with the left hand towards the ceiling. On the exhale, take the right hand to the inside of the right foot on the block or the earth. Setting yourself up for triangle pose, Trikonasana. Our armpit and our knee are in alignment. As we straighten the right leg, find Trikonasana triangle pose. Breathe into this posture and notice how a slight adjustment can make all the difference. In order to create growth, where will you make a slight adjustment in your day-to-day to make all the difference? On the exhale, sweep the left hand down, frame out your right foot. As you inhale, take your left leg off the earth. Taking your warrior 3 posture or standing split, a micro bend in your right knee. Your hands may stay on the earth or on blocks. Come to your ankle, come to heart center. Out behind you like wings, or really challenge your balance and hold that imaginary beach ball out ahead of you. Wherever you choose to be, keep the hip points facing the earth. This is not a tilted pelvis. Pelvis should be facing the earth. Finding that strength and that stability. On your exhale, step the left leg back, rise back up into your warrior 1, just as we began that sequence and flow. On the exhale, fold forward, frame out the right foot. Inhale, step the right leg back, move through downward dog for 3 rounds of cleansing breath. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And one more time, inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. On your inhale, take the left leg up towards the ceiling, bend that knee and draw it through. Plant that left foot or the opposite side firmly on the mat as you release your right knee down. Stack your left knee over the left ankle, avoiding injury with proper alignment. Inhale, rise back up. Hip points face the front of the mat. Collarbones are spread. Shoulder blades are in and down the back. Feel the strength and stability of this posture once again. You are strong. You are capable. You are confident. You are enough. On the exhale, straighten that left leg. Plant your hands on the blocks of the earth and draw your forehead towards the shin. Breathing into this runner's lunge. Acknowledge differences from side to side, but do so without judgment. Practicing the yama of yoga, ahimsa, non-judgment. Knowing that wherever you are in your practice today is wonderfully perfect and exactly where you're meant to be. On the inhale, rise back up. On the exhale, sweep the arms down along the sides, draw the palms together, interlace the fingers, and open up your heart space, being receptive to the energy all around you and in this practice. With every inhale and exhale, sink a little deeper. Allow shoulder blades to slide in and down the back just a little bit further. And on the exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands on the blocks of the earth and draw your forehead towards the shin. Runner's lunge once again. Breathe into the IT band, hips, hamstrings, calf muscles, areas of tension, tightness, anxiety. On your inhale, rise back up. Stack the left knee over the left ankle. As we exhale, pivot the right hand to the inside of the left foot. Left hand is up towards the ceiling. As you inhale, take that right knee off the earth and make this a standing posture. Breathing into this posture, creating that space and that openness that allows you the release you need. As you exhale, take that left hand down, frame out that left foot. Draw your forehead towards the shin, take pyramid posture. Recognize how you feel. Breathing into this posture, opening up space and allowing yourself to be nourished in the way that you need today. As we inhale, rise back up into our warrior 1 on this side. Collarbones are spread, shoulder blades are in and down the back. Find that strength, that stability, that grace. You are exactly where you need to be in this practice. As we exhale, take lion's breath, fold forward. On the inhale, rise back up. On the exhale, lion's breath. On the inhale, rise back up. Building heat in the body. Exhale, lion's breath. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, lion's breath. And pivot into our warrior 2. As we pivot into that warrior 2, left heel cuts through the arch of the right foot. Hip points are at a 45-degree angle off the mat. A long line from fingertip through fingertip. As you exhale, take the right hand down the right leg, left arm up and over. Really opening up through the left side of the body. Relaxing and releasing. Inhale back through center. And take both hands to the center of the room, holding that imaginary beach ball and challenging your core strength. On the inhale, rise back through center, right hand down the right leg, left arm up and over. Breathing into this posture. As you exhale, take the left hand to the left thigh in extended side angle. Right arm reaches out and over, creating space. As you exhale, release the right arm down in circular movements, being reminded of how everything is interconnected in life. In order to grow, we see that interconnection. Noticing how this feels in the upper back, in the bicep, and the shoulder. And after one more time through, at the top of that next circle, we remain in stillness with the right hand facing up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, take the left hand to the inside of the left foot, lining up your armpit and your knee so that you may take your triangle or trikonasana pose. Straighten that left leg and take triangle. Notice how a slight adjustment can make all the difference. Right hand may be towards the ceiling, or you may choose to take a bind, reaching for the hip or thigh. Your drishti or gaze is towards the ceiling in this posture. Breathe here, create space and openness, releasing tension or tightness. On the exhale, release the right hand back down to the long side of your mat. As you walk the hands over to the right, allow the right knee to bend and your sit bone and heel sink together, taking Skandasana, one of our warrior series postures. Option here to keep your left leg extended long. Hands come into heart center, or they come to the block, or you may choose to take a bind, or that imaginary weapon posture. Keep your drishti or gaze slightly ahead of you on something not moving. You are strong, capable, confident. You are enough. As you draw those hands back together, release them to the earth. On the inhale, rise back up. Shift over to the opposite side. For me, that would be my left. Bend my left knee and allow the sit bone and heel to sink together. Right leg extends long. Hands come to heart center. Extends out, holding that imaginary weapon posture. Stay on blocks or take a bind. Again, you find what feels nourishing to you. You are smart. You are kind. You are strong. You are capable. You are enough. As we draw our hands back together, release them down to the earth. On the inhale, rise back up. Shift from side to side, once again, creating that space and openness that requires your body to feel nourished today. As you then walk the hands up to the top of the mat, frame out your left foot. On your inhale, step the right leg off the earth. A micro bend in your left knee improves your balance. Keep the pelvis facing the earth. We don't want a tilted pelvis in this posture. Hands stay on the blocks of the earth. Come to your ankle. They may come to heart center. You may extend them long like wings, or really challenge your balance and hold those arms out ahead of you in that imaginary beach ball posture. You find what feels nourishing and life-giving in your body. Finding the strength and stability within yourself. As you exhale, release the right foot back down, rise up back into our warrior one, just as we began. We've got grace and that stability. On the exhale, frame out the left foot, straighten that left leg, draw your forehead towards the shin, take pyramid, and extend the left leg long to meet the right. 3 rounds of cleansing breath in downward dog. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And one more time, inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Walk hop or step yourself up to the top of the mat. Stay low in your forward fold. On your inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands come to shins. As we exhale, swan dive all the way down. On the inhale, rise all the way up. Palms come to touch, drishti to follow. Exhale, hands through heart center and into Tadasana mountain pose. Preparing for Surya Namaskar A, our sun salutation. On the inhale, palms come all the way up. On the exhale, swan dive all the way down. On the inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands come to shins. As we exhale, plant those hands, walk hop or step yourself to the back of the mat. Release through chaturanga, knees, stomach, chest, chin. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, push back through downward dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Walk hop or step yourself up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands come to shins. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Palms come to touch, drishti to follow. Exhale, hands through heart center and into Tadasana mountain pose. Inhale, palms come all the way up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant those hands, walk hop or step yourself to the back of the mat. Release through chaturanga, knees, stomach, chest, chin. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, push back through downward dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Walk hop or step yourself up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Palms come to touch, drishti to follow. Exhale, hands through heart center and into Tadasana mountain pose. Last time, inhale, palms come all the way up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down, building heat in the body. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands come to shins. Exhale, plant those hands, walk hop or step yourself to the back of the mat. As we exhale, keep the elbows close to the ribs, knees, stomach, chest, chin. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, push back through downward dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Walk hop or step yourself up to the top of the mat. On the inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, swan dive down. On the inhale, rise all the way up. Palms come to touch, drishti to follow. Exhale, hands through heart center and into Tadasana mountain pose. Noticing how you feel in this posture, take your toes together and your knees together. Setting yourself up for Utkatasana on the inhale. Bend those knees, allow the collarbones to spread, shoulder blades to move in and down the back. Arms come up alongside the ears. Breathing into your Utkatasana, your chair posture. Option to challenge your balance and take your heels off the earth. Really feeling the strength of this posture, draw the hands together at heart center. As you do, hook the left elbow over the right knee. Open up the left hand towards the earth and right towards the ceiling in your twisted Utkatasana. Breathing into this posture, draw those hands back together. Move through center and hook the opposite elbow over that left knee. For me, it's my right elbow over my left knee. As we open up, right hand toward the earth and left towards the ceiling, or option to take a bind. Again, find what feels nourishing in your body and honor that today. Knowing that wherever you are is wonderfully perfect. As gracefully as you've come into this posture, on the exhale, fold forward. Reach for ragdoll, taking opposite elbows. Shake out some yeses with the head and some no's. Bend one knee in towards chest and then the other. Releasing any tension or tightness you're experiencing in your lower back today. As you exhale, release the hands all the way down, plant them on the earth. Walk the feet back towards our downward dog. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. And one more time, inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. On your inhale, take the right leg up towards the ceiling, bend that knee and plant that right foot on the outside of your right hand, setting yourself up for your lizard posture. You may remain here, or you may choose to release your left knee down. You may remain there, or you may inhale and draw the right hand to the right thigh, allowing that right foot to come out to the side. Shift your drishti, your gaze over the right. Breathe here into this posture. You find what feels nourishing in your body. Option to also release to forearms if that feels better to you today. This is a deep hip opener. So again, breathe into this posture in the way that feels most nourishing in your body, mind, and spirit. Honoring what it is you need to feel nourished. And after one more round of breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, on the exhale, plant that right hand firmly on the mat. Allow the right foot to slide back onto the mat on the sole of the foot. Inhale, lift that left leg off the earth. Draw the right leg back and take hip circles in one direction. And then the other, relaxing and releasing any tension or tightness. Release the right foot back down to meet the left. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Last time, inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. On the inhale, take the left leg up towards the ceiling, bend that knee and draw it through. Plant the left foot on the outside of the left hand. Option to remain here. Option to release the right knee down. Option to come to forearms, or option to take your left hand to the left thigh and allow that left foot to come out to the side. Shifting your drishti, your gaze out over the left shoulder. Again, breathe into this posture. Create space that allows you to be nourished. Looking wonderful, everyone. Very, very nice. Notice how this posture may encourage growth within your yoga practice and within yourself mentally, physically. How will you grow as a result of this posture? After one more round of breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, gently and slowly release that left foot back down onto the mat. Take your left hand firmly onto the mat as well. Inhale, take the right knee off the earth and draw that left leg back. Hip circles in one direction and then the other. Relaxing and releasing any tension or tightness, bring the left foot down to meet the right. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Walk, hopper, step yourself up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms come to touch, drishti to follow. Exhale, hands through heart center and into Tadasana, mountain pose. As we set ourselves up for a balancing posture of tree, we plant that left foot very firmly on the mat. On the inhale, take the right leg, and maybe your right ankle remains planted on the earth over the left. That may be where you stay. It may be that you draw that right foot to the shin or calf. Option to draw the right foot all the way into your inner thigh. Check that your shoulders remain stacked over your hips. Your core remains zipped in and up. Collarbones are spread and shoulder blades in and down the back. A little lift in that head and neck. Hands on hips, heart center. Tree blooms and grows. Maybe you challenge yourself and let your tree blow in the wind. Remember to smile with gratitude and appreciation for this practice, for this time on your mat, and the ability to nourish yourself. As gracefully as we moved into this posture, on the exhale, we release and step that right foot back down. Take the movement that feels life-giving and nourishing in your body, in the ankles, before planting the right foot firmly on the mat. On your inhale, left ankle comes over right. Option for the left foot to come to the shin or calf. Option for that left foot to come all the way into the inner thigh. Again, check that your shoulders remain stacked over your hips. You don't want a hip jutting out on either side. Hands at hips, heart center, tree blooms and grows, tree blows in the wind. Challenge your balance, having gratitude for yourself, for having taken this time to come to your mat and nourish yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Looking wonderful, everyone. Our tree posture is one that we can always assess if we have any inner ear congestion. So if you're dealing with allergies or any type of cold, you may find that your balance on one side or the other is not as strong. And just know that wherever you are today in your practice is where you're meant to be. As we draw those hands back together at heart center, on the exhale, release the left foot down. Once again, take the movement that feels nourishing in your body as we plant our feet at a 45-degree angle on our mat. Draw the hands to heart center. As we exhale, release by bending the knees and allow your sit bones to sink towards the earth. Taking Malasana, garland posture, plant your elbows on the insides of the thighs. Stack your shoulders over those hips. Keep your core zipped in and up. Notice how you feel as we exhale. Take the right hand down and around that right knee. Inhale, left arm up. Breathing into this posture, drishti your gaze follows. On the exhale, release that left hand back through center and around the left knee, right arm up towards the ceiling, drishti your gaze follows. Breathing into this posture, take this 2 more times on either side. Link breath with movement, and each time find a little greater depth, just a little greater release of that which you're holding on to, of that which does not serve you. Notice how you feel in the lower back, in your hips. And when you've completed that rotation 2 times through, then and only then return to stillness. As you do, allow the sit bones to sink towards the earth and extend the legs long in front of you. As we extend the legs long in front of us, we prepare for Navasana boat pose. Arms may be alongside the body or behind us supporting. On the inhale, take the left leg up. On the inhale, take the right. As we exhale, take the left leg tap. Bring the right one to tap as well. Shoulders stuck over your hips, core zipped in and up. Breathing here, finding that strength, that stability within yourself. Mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. As we exhale, bring the feet all the way down. And from here, plant those feet at hips width distance as you adjust yourself on your mat to release vertebrae by vertebrae onto your back. A nice controlled release, not a collapse. As you come down onto your back, plant those feet at hips width distance, knees face up towards the ceiling, preparing for your inversion, your bridge posture. On the inhale, you can take a full bridge. As we do, inhale, the arms come all the way up. Lift the lower back and sacrum off the earth. Draw your belly button towards the ceiling. Squeeze in through your glutes and engage through your core. If taking a modified bridge, slide the block underneath the lower back and then release the lower back onto the block, remaining there for the rest of the posture. If you're taking a full bridge, on the exhale, release the arms back down. Vertebrae by vertebrae, come down onto your back. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. On the inhale, lift back up. Squeeze in through your glutes, engage through your core. Draw that belly button towards the ceiling. Arms come up alongside the ears for a nice long line from shoulders through knees. Breathing into the strength that this posture offers you. On the exhale, release. Vertebrae by vertebrae, come on down onto your back. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And after 1 more round of breath in through the nose, we rise back up, drawing the palms together, interlace the fingers, release shoulder blades in and down the back, squeeze in through your glutes, engage through your core. Feeling the strength of this posture. You are strong, capable, confident. And as we exhale, we all meet on our backs. So if you took a modified bridge with the block underneath the lower back, release that. As you meet on your backs, draw the knees in towards chest, reach the arms around and rock from side to side. Massage that lower back and sacrum. As you reach for your big toes, draw your knees in towards the armpits. Come to the posture called Happy Baby. As you come to Happy Baby, extend one leg and then the other. Option to extend both legs. Again, you find what feels nourishing to you. As you reach for your big toes, take that posture in the way that feels most nourishing. And then draw the feet back together towards the ceiling. On your inhale, tap the right hand to the left ankle. Exhale, release back down. Left hand, right ankle. As we exhale, back down. Right hand, left ankle. Back down, left hand, right ankle. Breathing into this posture. Take this through 2 more times. Link breath with movement each time through. working just a little bit through your core, finding that strength and stability. And after you've completed that rotation, then and only then release all the way down onto your back. As you extend the arms out in a T or cactus, release the knees over to the right. Option here to take the right ankle over the left knee. As we move into our reclined supine twist, option to take the nose in the same direction as the knees, or for a deeper expression, take it in the opposite direction. Beginning to cool down your body and have gratitude for the many ways the body has supported you throughout your practice. Breathe into this posture. Relax and release. And after one more round of breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, release the right ankle from over the left knee. Draw those knees back in towards chest. Rock from side to side. Massage that lower back and sacrum. On the exhale, take the knees to the opposite side. Left ankle over the right knee. Nose in the same direction, nose in the opposite direction. You find what feels nourishing to you and honor that. Breathe into this posture. Create space, openness, and that release. Having gratitude for yourself for having come to your mat today, to take this time to nourish yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, giving your space, time, and all that you need to be nourished so that you may be the best version of yourself, shining your light bright for all to see. As you inhale, release the left knee from over that ankle. If you took that, draw the knees back in towards chest, reach the arms around, rock from side to side, massage that lower back and sacrum, taking any final posture you feel you require before we take what many might say is our most important posture of practice, our Shavasana. As we take our Shavasana, it's traditional Shavasana today with legs extended long towards the opposite edges of the mat. We may choose to have our hands alongside the body, palms face down if we need more grounding. Palms face up if we're open to receiving the energy this practice offers. Option for one hand over our heart and one to our abdomen with gratitude and appreciation for the heartbeat, for that life-giving breath. Settle into stillness and release all thoughts. Focus only on your breath and know that as the time is right, I will call you back to this space. Grow and bloom beautifully wherever you are planted. As you reflect upon that quote and how it may apply to our theme and your life, begin to deepen your breath. Invite gentle movements into the fingers, hands, and the wrists, feet, ankles, and the toes. On your next inhale, invite the arms up next to the ears, tighten all the muscles in the body, and give yourself a nice full body stretch. As you exhale, release the arms back down along the sides. On the inhale, draw the knees in towards chest, reach the arms around and rock from side to side. Massage the lower back and sacrum one final time before rolling over onto your right side, supporting the head and the neck on the pillow, the blanket, the bolster, the block. Left if you're expecting. Take this time to do a body scan. Notice how you feel, so differently now than you did just a short while ago when we began our practice together. Come back to any intention which you set at the start of practice. Repeat it to yourself silently and now let it go. It no longer serves you. Gently and slowly as the time is right for you, push yourself back up into that comfortable seated posture. Bring hands together at heart center. Push your thumbs into your sternum. Push left hand into right hand. Be reminded of lunar energy, solar energy, left hemisphere, right hemisphere. Know that we come to this practice to offer ourselves balance, and we look to take the balance that we find and offer it to all those who we encounter in our day and in our week. We seal the energy of this practice with the universal sound of Om. You may join in or you may just listen. I will chant after the inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Om. Peace, peace, peace. The light in me bows and honors the love, the beauty, and the light in each of you. It was my pleasure and privilege to share this practice with you this morning. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day and a terrific rest of your week. Namaste. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I hope you enjoyed your practice. Have a great day.